So, here's my scary experience in Japan. I was living in Yamagata at the time, and one night I was coming home from work late at night as usual. I worked at an eikaiwa, so my hours were usually 12 to 9, and with Halloween just a week away, things had especially been hectic with all the Halloween event prep. That night, though, I was in a good mood. I had stopped by the supermarket and picked up some new snacks I was excited to try for dinner. I remember walking back to my apartment, carrying the bag in one hand and thinking about nothing more than food and bed. For some reference, my apartment complex had a main entrance where residents would punch in a code to get inside. But the staircase was on the outside of the building, open and visible to anyone standing near the entrance. The complex was in a fairly busy area. As I approached the entrance, something on the third floor staircase caught my eye. At first, I assumed it was just another resident walking down, but the way they moved was strange. Slow. Too slow. Almost like each step was deliberate, heavy, unnatural. I brushed it off. People walk weird sometimes, right? I reached out to punch in my code, and that's when they stopped. Mid-step, the figure froze, then slowly turned their head toward me. I'll never forget what I saw. They were dressed completely in white, a long, flowing dress with a white veil draped over their face. Through the thin fabric, I could just barely make out two dark, hollow eyes staring directly at me. No other features. No mouth, no nose, just those eyes. In that instant, my body reacted before my brain could. A wave of pure, primal terror hit me so hard I almost dropped my groceries. It wasn't logical fear. It was something deeper, like every part of me screaming the same command. Run. Now, you'd think, oh, maybe it was just someone in a costume heading to a Halloween party. That would make sense. Except they didn't move like a person heading anywhere. They just stood there, staring, and then, without breaking eye contact, turned slowly back around and walked back up the stairs. I kept watching, frozen in place, waiting to see them open a door or go into an apartment. But when they reached the third floor, they disappeared. I never saw them enter anywhere. It was like the stairwell swallowed them whole. My heart was pounding so hard I could hear it in my ears. I turned and speed walked straight back to the supermarket, where I ended up calling my manager. By the time they arrived, I was shaking so badly I could hardly explain what happened. Even now, I don't know what I saw that night, or why my gut was screaming that it wasn't safe. Most people I've told the story to just laugh and say it was probably someone in a Halloween costume. But deep down, I know it wasn't that simple. To this day, I still wonder, what did I see? And why did it feel so wrong? Dun, dun, dun!
I don't think that was a costume.
I don't think that was a costume either.